Hey, this is Luke from Joy 96.5, and I am on site at Seed the Need thrift store right here at 176 Main Street in Fredericton. I'm sitting down with Peter, who is the store manager here. Peter, why don't you introduce yourself and how long have you been in this role?
Okay, I'm Peter Potts. I started here October 7th last year. There was a need for somebody to help out looking after the store, so I took on the challenge and have been here since.
So what does that look like to manage Seed the Need?
Yeah, I look after, we all together between staff and volunteers, we have 11 people here. Out back, we have 3 older ladies that sort all the clothes. We go through 2 inspections with the clothes. We go through one in the basement where we decide what should come upstairs. And then these 3 ladies actually go through each piece upstairs, make sure there's no missing buttons, bed zippers, stains, or anything like that. So
Nice.
they're the final eye before we put everything out, because we only want quality clothes.
Right,
We
yeah,
also, every Wednesday, we do furniture pickup.
okay.
And with the furniture pickup, we obviously post everything on our Facebook page. So you can get us on Facebook at Seed the Need. And yeah, that shows the new stuff we get in every day, not just furniture, but everything in the stores.
That's the great thing about everybody knows the rules of thrifting is that don't go often, then you're going to miss out.
That's right. Yeah.
But you guys do such a great job of keeping such a fresh rotation of items.
Yes, we do.
Now, you were telling me a little bit earlier, and you're going to show us around the store here, but what are some of the range of types of items you have here in the store?
Starting on the far wall is where we have our kitchen plates, cups, mugs, teapots, pots, pans, all the cutlery you need, all like knives and choppers. And then in our next aisle, we have all the kitchenware items, small electric appliances. We have a hardware section where we have anything from car mats to light sockets to
Hey,
a little bit
I
of.
need some car mats. Maybe you have some in.
We haven't done for a Ford if you have a Ford. They just came in yesterday. so-
Okay.
And that's why I said, like, to just confirm what you said, like they came in yesterday and
Yep.
they could be gone before this interview is heard on the radio.
That's right.
And then from there we go to house and home care products. We have a lot of different kind of care products for men and women both. We have some adult stuff for washroom assistants and that kind of stuff that we get donated as well. We have all sorts of vases. We have walls full of pictures and picture frames.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the last third of our store is completely filled with clothing.
That's excellent.
Sitting in the furniture area.
That's
of the
right.
Store, so.
We're here in the furniture section. Yeah. And it's absolutely incredible. I've seen, sometimes it can be quite competitive. You're posting this stuff daily. People are commenting like, hey, can you hold that item for me? And they come and pick it up. And man, sometimes you see something that was donated. I mean, they take these beautiful pieces of furniture and give it a second life, right? And refinish it. And it's beautiful. And it also helps out your mission here, your volunteered staff, and supporting a culture where you can give people work experience and give a affordable place to shop for quality items. Yeah. But there's a secondary purpose too, and that's supporting prison Christian ministries.
Right.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
So I don't know if you can hear in the background, but we actually show a small clip of what we do in Kenya. Like our main goal here is we do support the Christian ministry here in the prisons in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
And we have a team of people that go to them and spread God's word and pass out Bibles. And they very often have very receptive people that they speak with. And then about 5 years ago, the director of Christian Prison Ministries, Brent, he got a call from a pastor in Kenya, the children in prison.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize, but when mothers are put in prison in Kenya, all children under the age of 4 go into the prison with the mother. And they had no nutritional food or anything in the prison. And it all started with the milk program. They needed milk for the kids. So that was where our first need filling started in Kenya. We started the milk program, and then we started Bibles for people in the prisons. And of course, once the kids are 4 years old, if they don't have family, they end up on the street. And Kenya has over 100,000 kids on the street at any given time.
Wow.
And we started a street ministry where we started feeding them.
Yeah.
For the kids that came out of prison, We also started a orphanage program, and they are homes that are built that hold 25 to 40 kids. They can either be day people that come in
Right.
or full time, because there's also a school in there.
Okay.
There's meals, they get clothing, and for sponsorship of $150, that pays for a month for a child in one of those
Nice.
orphanages. We started with the Tabitha House 1, which is the
Mm.
name of them. We just in December opened Tabitha House 5. We now broke ground and have dug the well for Tabitha House 6.
That's incredible.
And we also just received property for Tabitha House 7. We have it fenced in to start working on it. Now, because we're a Canadian company, we can't own land in Kenya. We lease it from the in Kenya, and they lease it for us for a very small nominal fee for 100 years. The land is structured to be kept as is for 100 years, but the fee, of course, is the cost of running them. And then as the years go by, the Tabitha House 1 and 2, I believe, are self-sufficient now. We still do a nominal donation each month to them to help them out. But for most part, the gardens, the lifestyle, that kind of stuff makes money for them, and they are able to raise money to keep the orphanage running that way. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's an incredible ministry that's happening there in Kenya. And the Tabitha houses are literally changing lives of these kids who are growing up and able to have the right nutrition and education. And I know we've had Brent on before to interview, and I know that just the expense of the milk alone monthly in the prisons is quite an expense. And so Seed the Need has been this blessing here to be able to provide the funds to help do something like that here, administering to the folks who are in the prisons here in New Brunswick and beyond, but also overseas in Africa to these children who need a helping hand. So it's pretty easy. I mean, you've heard of shopping therapy, right? Well, it's pretty easy to shop for yourself and know that you're helping somebody else.
Right. Yeah.
But, also I know that See the Need and Prison Christian Ministries would depend on a lot of volunteer work and financial donations. And, I know Brent has a great team of people around him. And so, you play a great part in that, in leading the store and the staff and the volunteers here.
One thing I forgot to mention, which is unusual for me, but my job here, I feel, is God-driven. I had another job that I spent a lot of time on the road doing part-time, and I kept praying for something that would allow me to stay in the city and not be quite as busy. And right now I'm busier than ever, but I'm doing God's work, so it makes it a lot more easy. And I was fortunate to get the job, and I pray continuously for blessings through this store. And God is just amazing how he answers that continually as well. So, Brad actually opened the store after he collected donations, I guess, for, I think it was a year and a half. I don't know.
Okay.
And after he had 3 tractor trailer loads filled with goods.
Nice.
They took this store, and that'll be 7 years in August this year.
7 years. That's incredible. Yeah. And it's been an awesome place in our community for the people who are here who need an affordable place to shop. And I've really loved seeing the volunteer culture. Every time I meet any volunteers in here, they're so happy to be here and love having a place like this to work and volunteer. And that's great. So tell us a little bit. We got to watch that Facebook page because you guys have deals very often. You always have new furniture coming in, and sometimes it gets spoken for quick. Is there anything else we should know? How can we engage with the store? We can shop. Maybe we can donate.
We take donations every day, small items we take through. We have a donation area in the back. We have a street that runs in behind. But there are signs out front to direct you to the back of the store for donations. Furniture right now, where as much as possible, we're taking it all through the front door, and it goes right on the floor. We cleaned it up, and then it goes for sale. And Wednesdays, like I said, is when the truck comes in, and we have people that are standing around Wednesday afternoon to see what the truck's bringing in. We also, as I said, advertise on Facebook, and each day we'll get Kelly gets numerous calls for, is this here, is that? And we actually even take e-transfers. Somebody has an item they see and would really like to have, can pay for it, and then we'll hold it. And we also have a delivery service. in the city, which is free for our donations that people buy. We also don't charge for pickup of donations of furniture
Okay.
and larger items. However, if it's outside the city, because of our cost of our truck and guys that work it, we have to charge for outside city deliveries, but we try to keep that very competitive because I've had a couple of guys that offered to do deliveries for us, but they are double and triple the price of what we're actually doing because we just need to recoup cost. We're not trying to make money off delivery.
That's right.
So.
Yep. And that's incredible. I mean, the pickup service alone, to call in to be able to schedule if you're updating your furniture or you've renovated and you have extra items, like to be able to donate an item and know that, hey, I'm just going to set it aside and you're going to send a team to pick it up on the Wednesdays when you do furniture pickup. It's a blessing for a lot of people. And I know it's great. So I think a lot of people should take advantage of that. And the best way to keep up with anything around See the Need is through the Facebook page, right? See the Need on Facebook. You guys are keeping it updated daily.
And we also run in-store specials quite often. And some of them, of course, we use the airways FM. So it's important to stay tuned and hear the specials that we have on the radio station as well.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. Yep. And I know I think you have regular sales for seniors and first responders.
Like the Tuesday Seniors Day, 25% off. Thursday's first responders. Friday is actually students.
Awesome.
And Saturday we do the military community.
Very cool.
So, and they're all 25%.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Peter, for what you do and your impact here in Fredericton, and we appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks to Joy FM too for continuing to share Christ.